So guten Abend, meine Model Maniacs. This is Panzerman Bill of Panzerman's Bunker. Coming to you with Update3 number 3. Not number 2 and not number 4, but number 3. Domo arigato. Of raw basic modeling and Edgar's modeling. What if group build? Got nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide. Got nowhere to run to, baby. Alright, fellas. On to the Orky tank. The 40K Orky tank. Let's go over to the handy dandy phone, shall we? Oh no, not the phone, Bill. That's right, I heard you're crazy with that phone. Alright, fellas. Here you can see the painting process of the Orky tank. I was starting to go with a desert camouflage and everything. And this will change, as I will explain in a minute or two. Look at Grando. He's sleeping with his chin on my foot. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, cutest bulldog in the world award. Oh. Here I went with like the I don't know what the hell I was thinking, man. I made this thing look like a desert storm tank. I went the chocolate chip. When it was all together, it looked too clean and too neat for an Orky tank. I went online and I read up on all the fluff on the Orks, and that just wouldn't do for an Ork tank, so I had to change that. The tracks are terrible to get together. Of course, I had to splice them because it's smaller. Had to use thread to tie them together. That's a trick. If you find tracks that just won't go together, you can sew them together or staple them. Alright. Here it is. After I had made the decision to change the color scheme, I looked online and saw how the other Ork vehicles were put together. Specifically the Evil Sun clan. You know, they were mostly all the Orks that used mechanized equipment. And I used a lot of their references off the internet and started to change this over to a more Orky looking tank. As you can see, the chocolate chip looked good on this, but it just wouldn't be Orky. Orks were very haphazard and slipshod, even though their weaponry was just as lethal as the Imperium or anybody else in 40K. It's just it really had a bang together look, and as it stood with this paint scheme and how everything looked really you know, machined and refined, it just didn't look Orky enough. Alright. Oh, what happened? No. Oh, there's Grando again. Ain't he cute? But yeah, I started putting plates on and everything, and we'll go over and show you in a minute. I changed the color scheme up and tried to make it look more Orky. Orky! Orky, quirky, Orky! Yeah! There we go, fellas. There's the Stugly as she stands now. Alright, I'm still in the process of I repainted the whole thing, more dark metal color and rusty browns and stuff as the base. The Evil Sun clan always put plates, extra armor bolted on plate, and they always painted it bright red because that's the clan color. So I'm in the process right here of adding on plates and painting them up and everything to make it look more Orky. But I think that being darker and more, you know, not well kept and thrown together makes it look a hell of a lot more like an Ork tank than anything else. But yeah, she's coming together. That's the top turret, everything painted on the inside. Here's the armament turret. I kept the armament that they gathered on the field from the Ultramarines. I kept it that color, like, you know, the Dark Angels Dread and a Ultramarine Dread. You know, they just tore it off the wreck and put it onto their vehicles. You know, without much thinking of, you know, making it look all uniform. They just wanted it to work. So that's that. And then there's the Stugly. Like I said, with the darkened up paint scheme, it makes it look a hell of a lot more like an Ork vehicle. All beat up and rusty and dirty, and yet they did throw plates on. They did paint them. And I also have sheets these Ork decals, which I'll be applying all over the vehicle, because they did do that with their Ork vehicles. They had a lot of, even though the Orks have no language, they use iconographic symbols and everything to convey messages and stuff. So it's more like a pictogram alphabet than an actual written alphabet. All that goes in with the fluff of being an Ork. I didn't know that with the Orks, they're a genetic engineered race, and they reproduce asexually by dropping spores, and the spores grow up in the ground, and then they burst forth snotlings and gretchens and orcs and orklings and everything. So there's a whole sub-race and a race of Orks. They were genetically engineered, and the fluff says something about that they were used to fight the Necrons ages ago by some elder race, some old race that they don't really know, but they're just like a blight. So I like the fluff. You learn more about the fluff, you can do a better model. There she is, all rusted up, and then with all the plates on it. I think she's looking really good now. Looking more like an Ork vehicle. Yeah. Mon Dieu, Monsignor Herd, you really beaten up the tank. You got it looking like a dirty pig, a dirty cochon, a dirty cochon. All right, fellas, that's my update ski, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah. I swear by a stack of comic books. This is my true testament. Alright, I hope everybody else's builds are going well out there. This is Panzerman Bill of Panzerman's Bunker saying, Auf Wiedersehen, mein Damen und Herren. There's Grendel. Grendel. Sleeping. See you next time, fellas. Tschüss.